Hello and welcome to this episode of Creating with Halcraft. My name is Denise Yesbach-Moore with halcraftcollection.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create stretch slider bracelets. Halcraft carries over 100 different sliders. You can choose from these metal sliders or glass or stone sliders. The tools you will need for this project are round nose pliers, wire cutters, 0.7 millimeter stretch cording, some type of glue. This is JA-GSHYPO cement, and something to attach to the end of the cord so that the sliders and the beads don't slide off. These are Bead Bugs. You could also use masking tape. I start off by cutting a 10-inch length of 0.7 millimeter stretch cording, and we're going to go ahead and pre-stretch our cord. You always want to stretch your cord before you string your beads. This will help your bracelet to maintain its shape. Now I'm going to attach my bead bug to the end. If you're using masking tape, you would attach your masking tape. And we're going to pick up one of the sliders and we are going to string it through one hole. And the reason I'm doing this is when we come back around, we're going to pass the stretch cording back through here and we're going to tie our knot here so you won't be able to see it. So we're going to string our slider and then a Czech glass orange bead. And then we're going to string our, there we go, our second slider. And then our Czech glass faceted bead. We're just passing the cording through. Now we're picking up our next Czech glass bead. And our slider. Czech glass. And our slider. So we have strung all of our sliders on the top row. Now we're going to come back in and add one more Czech glass bead. And then what I like to do, you can either tie it at this point, pass it back through this loop and tie it, but I like to wait until both sides are strung. So I'm just going to attach another bead bug. I just cut a second length of 0.7 millimeter stretch cord and I'm pre-stretching it so that the bracelet will maintain its shape. And then I'm going to attach my bead bug or my masking tape. I'm just going to pick up this side. We're going to pass it through. Grab our Czech glass bead. Pass it through. Pass it through. Our Czech glass bead. We're going to pass it through the bottom hole of the slider. Czech glass bead, bottom hole of the slider. You can use the sliders to create other jewelry. I have made earrings, necklaces. I'll show one of the necklaces. They're great for really all your crafting needs. There's so many uses for these sliders. So we're passing it through and passing it through. And then we're going to add our last Czech glass bead. Now we're going to pick up the bracelet. And at this point, you should probably measure your wrist to make sure that it will fit, to see if you need to add a couple more beads or another slider. I have already pre-measured this one, so I know it fits. I'm going to bring it around, and I'm on the top hole. So I'm just going to pass that cording back through, and then come over here and take this off. And now we're going to form our knot. So I bring it and I stretch it out, and I'm going to wrap it around my fingers, and then I'm going to grab my chain nose pliers and pull it through one, and then we can pull it through a second time to add a little more strength to that knot. Now I'm taking my pliers and I'm going underneath, and I'm holding that knot and releasing it from my fingers, and I'm just going to pull it down, and then I'm going to tighten it up. So this is a very strong knot. Now we're going to trim the ends of the stretch cord, and we're going to grab our JA-GSHYPO cement, and we're just going to dab that knot with a little bit of glue to make sure it's nice and secure and that the knot doesn't come undone. We're picking up the bracelet, and we're removing one bead bug. We're finding the side that we didn't pass the cording through. We're just going to pass that cording through. And we're going to go over to the other side and remove the other bead bug or masking tape. And we're going to form our second knot. So I wrapped it around my fingers, and I have my chain nose pliers. I'm just going to come through, and I'm going to grab, and then I'm going to do it one more time. We're going to remove, and then we're going to pull down. And then we're going to pull the knot tight. So that knot is really secure. It's not moving. You don't necessarily have to glue this knot. I would recommend you do, but you don't necessarily have to glue it if you do it 2 times like that. We're going to come back in with our JA-GSHYPO cement, and we're just going to dab that knot. We're going to trim those ends. And we have created a super easy and quick cuff bracelet with the HalcraftCollection.com sliders. So here's a stack that was just added to HalcraftCollection.com Design Inspiration Library. A complete list of the jewelry making supplies and beads, along with printable PDF instructions, can be found on HalcraftCollection.com. Search slider bracelets. And this is a great stack. We also have on the website these slider earrings. These earrings are really gorgeous. They have glass sliders and the stone 2-hole sliders, which are really unique. Also just added to the website is the slider necklace. This necklace was created using eye pins and jump rings. And it's a really pretty statement necklace. Be sure to visit halcraftcollection.com for more inspirational DIY projects and for all your jewelry making needs. We add new beads and have a fantastic weekly sale. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe at Halcraft USA. Follow us on Instagram at Halcraft Collection Beads for more daily beading inspiration and updates on sales. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time.